I got a bunch of new equipment and stuff, so I can help produce you guys better opportunities here. So I am still trying to get all of this equipment together here, but I didn't want to leave you guys off with another Thursday of not showing up here. We probably won't be here for too long today. We're going to be talking about the SBA, going over their website, so you guys can take a look at them and understand how they could become of value to you. I guess I need to change those camera, move that over here. But how the SBA can become of value to you, all small businesses. It is something that, honestly, even if you're not doing government contracting, you should still know about the SBA. They're extremely important to the growth of small businesses here in America. So that's why we want to utilize them. Not only that, the government's already paid for them. Yeah, the government's already paid the SBA to help you out here. It's a whole organization, so why not use them? A lot of questions that people ask, you could ask the SBA, save yourself some money. But I do remind everybody, the SBA is for everybody. It's not just for you, okay? It's not just one individual. So don't think that just because you show up there, that they got to work for you, okay? You do need to understand that if you don't know what you want, and this is just anybody, period, but definitely places like the SBA who have to work with everybody. If you don't know what you want, you're going to get a script. You go, how do I work with the government? Well, they're going to give you the script of how to work with the government. It's a standard script for everybody. But if you take your time and do your research, again, things that people don't want to do, they don't want to research, they don't want to read, they just want handouts to everything. Well, handouts are scripts. If you know what you want, you're doing your due diligence. When you go sit in front of these individuals, you should be asking them the questions that you need to get answered. And how to get started with government contracting is a script. What do I do for government contracting is a script. You've already heard it here on YouTube multiple times, so I really don't know why the hell you would go back to the SBA and ask them how to get started with government contracting. But hey, by all means, be my guest if that's what you would like to utilize your time to talk with them with. But if you want to be smart about this thing, you should approach them knowing what it is that they can help you with. So now, see, I'm not asking how to get started with government contract. I'm like, hey, I've been researching that the Department of Energy is awarding $100 million for solar panels for the last 3 years. And our company specializes in solar panels. And we handle the Eastern District. And I would like you to help me get in contact with the program manager that's over the damn solar panel. See, it's real direct. Is the moral of the story. I know what I want by doing the research and seeing what's going on. The beauty about this customer here called the government is nothing is a guess, right? We don't have to guess about anything. They've already procured it before, 9 times out of 10. And if they didn't, well, again, that's why we want to talk to the SBA. SBA can help guide you down the directions for your new inventions, new software, new food, whatever new product it is that you got out there, right? They can help guide you along the right routes. But again, if you don't know what you want, they're not going to be able to help you. So we're going to dive in here today to look over the SBA's website. So once again, I appreciate everybody for hanging out with me here. Be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share this out. Let's get some people here on the channel here, man. I can't even play my tunes right now. I forgot about that. But anyways, let's get some of these minority entrepreneurs here on the channel. Whether you're watching on YouTube, Facebook, we're on Twitter now. We're on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. We're on Twitch. We're on Clubhouse. We're on all of it. I'll tell the people on Clubhouse, this is a live video. So as I go over stuff, you may want to take a look at it. You can click the link at the top and check out what I'm doing here. But no matter where you're watching that on the stream, you can always visit a website, www.travisknows.com. All of my information is there for what I got going on. If you have a question, you can schedule a consultation call there. That's about how you're going to get that to happen there. So, once again, you need to put in the www.travisknows. Doesn't matter how you spell knows, but you do need to put an S on the end, and you can get updated with everything that I got going on. The next 7-day government contracting class will start in January the 9th. We will take a break in December. January the 9th, we're going to start that next class back up. So, looking forward to seeing you all there. And, of course, the Pure Money GovCon course is always open here. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and dive into this thing. What do I mean about this SBA stuff? Oh, sorry. Before I get started there, I am tripping. See, that's how long I've been out. Let's see who we got in the building first. Who do we have in the building? All right, we got Ryan Hawkins. What's up? First out here. Thanks for being here, brother. I said Ryan. Where did I see Ryan? Rafi Hawkins, Mr. Hawkins. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. But thanks for being here, my brother. I believe that's the first time I've seen your name up here. Thanks for showing up with us today. Yeah, it's DA. What's happening with you, my brother? Thanks for being here on YouTube. Greg, what's going on? How are you? Got your first 2 purchase orders. Congratulations. www.travisknows.com. There's a consultation link right there. You can get scheduled and get that going. If you need money, again, travisknows.com. There is a client that we work with that you can partner to get money with. But yeah, consultation calls, man. That's how you get in contact with me. Galaxy News, what's happening with you? Pleasure being here. Are you a government contractor, sales tax exempt? Are you, as a government contractor, sales tax exempt? Great question there, Charles. Yes. Okay, so put that back up there. As a government contractor, if you are buying products to resell to the government, i.e. iPhones, books, software, computers, monitors, food, I don't care what it is, okay? If you are purchasing a product to resell back to the government, you do not get charged taxes. All right? Once again, you should not be paying taxes as you are purchasing products to resell to the government, because the government don't pay taxes. So if the government don't pay taxes, guess what? You do not pay taxes either. Now, there is a tax exempt form, okay? What the heck is the name of this tax exempt form? Let me go take a look at my documents here. You got to get every single company that you are purchasing products with. This is why I always remind people, if you make this process hard by just throwing stuff over the fence, I mean, again, you're making it harder for yourself, because you're going to have to keep getting more and more paperwork for all of these different companies and stuff, because you're trying to jump all over the place. But it's called a reseller certificate. You need to get a reseller certificate, and every single company that you are looking to buy the products from the resale to the government needs a reseller certificate, including Amazon. Okay? Everybody, Best Buy, H&M, I don't care where you're buying the products, Apple, it don't matter. You must have a reseller certificate. Guess what? They ain't even going to take the taxes out if you don't have it. And it ain't hard. Just Google reseller certificate. And boom, it'll pop up. All right. Garden, what's happening with you, my brother? Pleasure being here. Let's shape people, get it out the way. Let me see. Charles, is there a reason why I asked? Some of the solicitations will say, please include total price and bid with freight costs, excluding sales tax. Yeah, because you can't charge the government taxes. So don't ever put taxes on it. I like my money pure. I like my money pure too, Will you? You ain't never lied about that. Omar, what's happening? What's going on? Pleasure being here today. All right, guys, we about to dive into the money. If you have questions at any time, I need you to make sure as we're talking about this stuff that you put a Q followed by a dash and then your question so I can get back to it. I can find it a whole lot quicker. I can see all of your questions here. So again, as we start talking about some things, you can go ahead and pop that in there. I'm going to give a heads up today, man. I'm probably only going to be here for about an hour. I got some things that I got to do. So again, if you got those questions, you got to get them in quickly here as we're starting to talk about this here today. Aubrey, what's going on, my brother? See you there in Facebook. I said Facebook, I mean Clubhouse, whatever it is. But let's dive into it. So, SBA.gov. Again, SBA.gov is your friend. Y'all want to see what's going on over here, man. We got a whole lot of new tools. So, again, I'm going to be showing you guys a lot more. You hear my dog back there going crazy. I'm going to be showing you guys a lot more of all the stuff that we are utilizing, the tools, the features, because I believe it's going to help you guys grow as well for the individuals that want to do their thing on the internet. So, see, I got to fix that whole screen here. I got a whole bunch of cameras all over the place. But anyways, let me dive back into here playing around with these gadgets. I like playing with gadgets. The SBA.gov, everybody needs to lock it in to your URL, bookmarks, whatever they call it these days. I think it's bookmark. Yeah, bookmark. Bookmark this page. It needs to become your friend once again, whether you're doing government contracting or you're just in business, period. We need to become familiar with the SBA. Now, let's say you're just getting started and you really don't know a direction to go in. Cool. Again, go get the script. It's okay to get the script when you don't know what is next. Hold on for a second here. Nike, be quiet. All right. I had to yell at Nike for a second. Just over here. He peed all over himself. Boys, I tell you. So I had to put him in the cage. But anyways, so the SBA.gov, if we look right up here at the top, you'll see where it has our tabs: business guides, funding programs, federal contracting, learning platforms, local assistance, and about the SBA. Now, again, if you're just getting started in business, they have a wonderful guide right here. Now, I'm not saying that I would go in those 10 steps that they got right there. I believe I made a video not long ago on YouTube about the other steps out there that I would go in the order from these 10 steps. But by all means, the 10 steps are needed. So it really, doesn't matter which order you go in there. The things that we got going on with our healthcare stuff, with the vid programs, I can't say things out loud. Again, there's relief and stuff that's available for small businesses. Sometimes you just got to take a look. Let me zoom in here for a second as well so you guys can see a little bit better. All right, so they have the vid relief programs right here that you could take a look at. You definitely want to make sure that you create an account. And by all means, find out who your local SBA person is. Again, if you're just getting started, great place to get started at here is with the SBA. Now, for all the business plans and things that I get asked numerous questions about, do you need a business plan? No. Should you have a business plan moving forward? Yeah. But does it need to be extensive? No. If you need to get funding, different story. Okay. If we need to get funding, well, we kind of need to have the business plan that is a little extensive because, again, we want something from somebody. So here's the thing. Anytime you want something from somebody, especially if we're talking in like large magnitudes, and large magnitudes is, to me, anything over like $25,000 is pretty large to the average person. So if you want something over $25,000, I mean, they're not just going to give it to you because you woke up Black one day or Latino one day or woman one day and like, yo, I deserve to get $25,000. Like, that ain't how this works. Okay. Anytime you need something from somebody, you got to go based off their rules and regulations on how to access it. So, as I said, to get government contracting, do we need an extensive business plan? No. But if you need some money from somebody, okay, the bank loan agencies or what the factoring companies or investors, like, well, they need to feel safe, right? The only way that you can make a person feel safe that you're asking for money from is with a plan. Because I mean, I'm not just about to give you no damn money because you like, yo, you came up to me one day and you like, yo, I got this crazy idea that I can make $200,000. I just need your 50,000 to get it going. Man, I'm telling you, it's going to blow up. All my friends was talking about it. They told me to go ahead and do it. And I'm like, all right, well, what's the plan? And I'm like, well, here's the idea. I'm thinking of doing X, Y, and Z and X, Y, and Z, but I ain't for sure, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, I don't really care what you just said in your head. What's the plan on paper? Because without a plan on paper, you have no plan. And I don't care if it's an extensive business plan like this, or if you got a plan on a napkin. Like my original plan, my original business plan was on a piece of paper, little napkin piece of paper. That's my original business plan. It wasn't really long, okay? But it got me started in the right direction. In every business plan, no matter what, it should you should look at it like your money. Right? Because the plan is giving you directions on where you need to move forward to. So my business plan, the little one that was on paper was pretty extensive as far as where I wanted to go, but I didn't have all the little minor details. It was like, look, a little quick roadmap. Then what happened as I started to proceed forward down that roadmap, I had to create all these other little plans for how I was going to execute things. And honestly, that became the bigger business plan. But I just didn't start out from the big one because I didn't even know all the damn answers to the questions that they was asking on them, let alone, knowing how to fill it out. So what I'm telling you is don't count yourself out, because if you look at stuff like this, it scares you, right? You don't need everything. Unless, again, we're looking for some finance. Different story. All right. Again, if you are looking to get into franchising and things like that, SBA has great resources for you there. Also, let's look up here at the top. I would advise everybody to come to the local assistance tab. Okay. That business guide tab, again, is going to break things down for you. I would advise you to come to your local assistance tab and, again, find out what is around you. You want to find your local PTAC. So we could do federal, and they changed the name to PTAC, actually. See if they changed it up here. Nope. You know what's funny? What I love about the government, right? They changed the name to PTAC to like A something. I don't know. Matter of fact, let me look. What is PTAC new name? I was on a call the other day and they were talking about that. I think it's the AppTac. Could be AppTac. I got to get back to you guys. I think it's AppTac. Yeah, I think it's AppTac. I think that's the new name. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's all the same thing. But anyways, you could come here, you could find your local assistance. You definitely want to, again, getting started out. Even if you're doing government contracting, like I talk to the PTAC still too. These are relationships. They're relationships on the government side of the house. So why not build them? So everybody could start right there. The procurement center representatives, like this is another, guys, you want relationships with everybody. If the damn thing is hyperlinked right here, like start the process of building relationships for them. And here's the thing. You don't know nobody. That's why you want to build the relationships. Don't nobody know who you are. I mean, you could sit in the background and complain about everything that's going on around you, or you could realize that if somebody took their time out to build this website and make a link clickable right here, it was value to someone. So let me click the link and I check out that there's some value here because they send me towards a specific person or specific information, then I should keep following through. And little will you know that the more you do this, one, the more educated you get, but two, the better conversation you get to have with the stakeholder that has access to your money. The biggest difference between people who make a lot of money and people who don't make a lot of money, poor people, the people who pass over opportunities repeatedly, that's the big thing. If you constantly pass over opportunities, then how do you become rich or successful? Like, I don't know. But anyways, the reason people fail in this space is because they don't read. Right? I'm telling you right now. There's a lot of reading in this space. If you don't want to read, well, don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Go back to work wherever you was before. I even get tired of answering questions that you could have just read and found the answer out. Honestly, this is why we charge a lot of money for this stuff, because it is a lot of reading. I hate reading just as much as you hate reading. So why the hell do you think I want to read for you? This is some real stuff going on right now, because I'm getting a lot of comments and questions that, man, you guys aren't taking your time to read. And honestly, again, I would be hurting you to give you the answers to some of these questions that are so basic and like sitting on the front page of SBA.gov. And I've told you repeatedly to go to SBA.gov to read it, or I've said repeatedly that you have to read the opportunity to understand what's next, right? And people get frustrated because I can't answer the way that you want me to. Like, well, you're frustrating me on the other end because you're not reading. Every single opportunity that the government is going to contract out, the answers are sitting inside a solicitation. I mean, it's not hidden. That's the thing. This industry, nothing is hiding from you. Matter of fact, everything is like in bold. They want you to procure these opportunities. They need the computers and the laptops and the software and the food and the water and the cybersecurity and the security and the medical people. Like, they need these products and services. They're not trying to not procure them out to the people. So we got to stop making stuff so hard and complicated. You must understand that, okay, well, if they want to procure this because they got to get rid of the money, that's another thing. They have to get rid of the money. $7 trillion plus have to be spent every year. So if I could understand that they want to give this money out, well, how do I access it easily? Well, let me figure out how to make the person that's been spending the money all this time's life a lot easier than it was before. It's real easy if I just read. That's it. Like, I can go through this stuff all day. PTAC is going to tell you to read. That's why they give people the scripts. Again, if you come to the PTAC people, if you go to any of these government people, I don't care if it's the Oz, the Boo, the PTAC, the SCORE. If you come to any of these people like, hey, man, I watched this guy on YouTube talking about doing government contracting. I want to get started in government contracting. I've been doing X, Y, and Z. You know how people love to give their story. Look, I'm telling you, every time I hear somebody's story, I get real tired. You know what I'm saying? Nobody cares about your story. I mean, maybe on the internet, for Instagram and maybe for like TV shows or something, pilot programs or something. Maybe everybody wants to hear your story, but I just don't have time to listen to everybody's story. Like, everybody's had a problem. I had a problem too. You know what I'm saying? I can go down my list of stories about my life too, but it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? So what matters is you explaining to somebody that you can solve their problem. That's what people want to hear. So again, when you come to these individuals, if you don't have a solution to a problem, then you get the script. And then you're going to ask, well, Travis, what is their problem? Well, I told you to do the research, usaspending.gov, fpds.gov, and the agency's forecast. You follow the money, you find the problem. If you don't do the research, then again, you're going to be like every other person out here, because everybody don't want to do the research, because the research requires you to read, it requires you to click, and it is boring as hell. Yeah. Oh, and the other key thing to the research, after I say all of that, guess what? It don't make you no money. Ain't no money coming out of research. Yeah. But it does give you the steps to go get the money. If you don't do these steps, then I know for a fact that you're not going to get $1 million fast. Maybe, and somebody's going to argue with me like, well, I'm trying to think of one of these internet sensations that argue about, well, they made $1 million. All right. Yep, they damn sure did. They got lucky. Most people don't get lucky. Okay. I'm telling you right now, you don't have to prey on luck. You don't have to pray to God that just one day I'm going to get lucky and hit the Powerball. Like, that don't work. But what you can do is pray on these actions to take every day. You know what I'm saying? Ask God to give you the strength to take the actions to do this boring research every day. But you're going to do this damn work. Ain't no way around it. And it starts again with the research, and then the research you take to these people. It's all on the SBA.gov. Now, you don't have to follow that order. Once again, I'm going to stress it. You do not have to follow the order of what I'm telling you. You're just going to get the script, and then you're going to quit. How do I know this is a fact? Because only 1.67% of the black population, only 1.8% of the Latino population is doing government contracting, and we're the second and third largest population in America. So I already know what's happening. We ain't reading. How do I know that we ain't reading? Well, if I also go look at the statistics of reading in the education system, well, the black population and Latino population is the lowest on there. That lets me know we don't like reading, right? And I told you I hate reading too. So it ain't a secret. I'm not playing you because you hate reading. I told you I hate it. It's boring as hell. But reading sets you free. Reading is your number one mentor when you ain't got money for a mentor. Every mentor that I've ever come across wrote the directions in a book. You could have bought the Mentor's Secret for $25 instead of paying $2,500. Now, do you get to call them? No. Do you get to send them messages and DMs? You could send them. They ain't going to get answered. Like, you didn't invest in the transaction of the one-on-one relationship. So they have no reason to pick up for you. But if you don't have that financing, I'm telling you, the easiest mentor is in a book. That's where my mentors first started. I have a whole reading list of my first mentors. Now, here's the kicker of how to get your mentor's attention by reading the book. If you read their book and then you review the book in your own words and you send it to them, guess what? They're sitting on LinkedIn. Like, nobody who wrote a book is hard to find. In the back of the damn book, they tell you who they are and they tell you exactly where to find them at. So go find them. But again, if you approach them like, hey, man, I read your, I gotta pull it up. Whatever the black investment book is, man. Well, let's just say Millionaire Next Door. Okay. So let's say you're like, yo, I read the book Millionaire Next Door. Like, so I'm looking to invest. So everybody's looking to invest. What the hell do you want from him? Because that statement tells me that you didn't read Millionaire Next Door. You probably heard somebody talking about it on Instagram. Maybe you was in a book club that they were speaking of and you didn't show up some of the days. You only showed up like 2 days and you didn't even read the book during the book club. But you had no substance to your question. It was so damn basic. It told me you didn't read the book. That's the same way, again, that you guys approach people with the money that you want. Again, yes, I'm talking about government contracting, but this is just business, period. When you approach people without knowing what you want, then you never get the answer that's going to set you free. You must know what you want from people, including these individuals right here that I showed you at SBA.gov under local assistance. Now, guys, government contracting. The basic answers are right here. I also want to warn everybody this, okay? These are the basic answers. Again, most of your script work is going to be right here. But here's the kicker, guys. Like, this ain't going to help you learn how to run, orchestrate, operate a multi-million-dollar business. Can it get you past the red tape of getting started? Like, and getting started is getting your business registered, all the basic stuff. Absolutely. So you're not wasting nobody else's time. All the basics, boom, Knock it out right here on SBA.gov. When you ready to stop playing, then go invest with somebody. But I don't think that you guys should be investing with somebody and you don't even believe in yourself yet. You know what I'm saying? Because there's nothing hard to business. It's honestly a mindset shift. And I hate to say that because it sounds so cliche. Like I hated it when people told me that as I was getting started. But honestly, it's really about the person that's going to wake up every day and is a dog about it. Because, ain't nobody going to answer your email. Don't nobody know who you are. You ain't made no money. Ain't nobody going to pick up your phone call in the beginning. Don't nobody know who you are. You ain't made no money. People are going to be tired of hearing your introduction because it sucks. You've never done it before. You know what I'm saying? But if you keep trying at this stuff, eventually somebody's going to open your email because you realize the last 200 emails you sent sucked. And you realize they never got opened. So you started changing the subject line of your emails to see if you could get a better outcome. And then all of a sudden, oh my God, it worked. Or you got tired of calling everybody every damn day and people hanging up on your phone. So you decided just this one time, maybe just this one time, I'm going to change up the way that I've been calling people. And I'm going to call them with some substance, with the two things that I heard Dr. Travis Davis tell me. The only two things that people want is to make more money, or how are you going to save them time, which makes them more money. And I'm going to try that method this time when I pick up the phone and call them, instead of telling them my damn story that don't nobody care about. I done told y'all a million times, don't nobody care about that story. You can go to Clubhouse and go into those little sob rooms of people like complaining all day about life, and you could tell your story there to them and they'll entertain it. But honestly, they didn't care either. They just was waiting for their time to speak. Nobody cared about your story. Now, if you really want somebody to care about your story, write a movie. And then people will care about it when they go to the movie to watch it. But just like Wakanda, they'll forget about it in 30 days. You know what I'm saying? And wait for the next one to drop. This is just people. So stop buying into that story thing that you guys keep hearing about all the time. That's the poor man's approach to me, honestly. Your story needs to be my solution. That's what your story needs to be. Your story needs to become everybody's solution. So next time when you go tell the story needs to have my solution in it. Yeah, now I listen to your little damn story. But if your story don't have my solution in it, why the hell did you tell me it? Because I don't care. And I hate to be that harsh, but hey, man, 24 hours is in a day. And you just wasted 30 minutes of my time about your story. And we still don't know what my solution is going to be. And I really don't know why I picked up the phone and talked to you. This is how it is in this side of the real world. Now, again, there's going to be somebody out there like, no, I bought somebody's story. Well, you was one of a kind. You know what I'm saying? You get some of those every now. That's like the law of numbers. If you talk to 1,000 people with that sorry ass story, somebody got to bite it. You know, you can't possibly talk to 1,000 people and not one person buys in. But when I'm telling you, I'm not about to talk to 1,000 people. That's crazy. I can talk to 10 people and one person going to buy in because I know what I'm about to talk to these 10 people about. See, that's the difference with the way that I do business and the other people do business. The other people work hard. I work smart. The other people like labor. I like technology. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's smarter ways to do things out here. And here's the thing. The amount of time that it's going to take you to talk to 1,000 people, I'm going to cut that. Well, you know what? I may spend the same amount of time researching my 10 people. That's it. Just researching them. See, you had to get out there in the streets and remember phone calls and write down everybody that you talked to and then remember what the next step that you had to do with that person. I'm not doing all that. That's adding extra work to me. I know my 10 people, and guess what? My 10 people are the same too. You know what I'm saying? I'm staying in my lane. So it makes it an easier conversation when I go talk to these 10 people. But hey, if you chasing the money like I used to, because I used to hustle, again, hustlethenet.com, you could just go back in time and look at all my stuff. I know how to hustle. I've been hustling all my life. Making money's never been a problem, but making a lot of money ain't hustling. Okay? There's a difference. Anybody can make money. That's hustling. If you want to make a lot of money, it ain't going to be hustling. You got to be strategic. You got to become a sharpshooter. My 10 clients that I focus on every year will outweigh anybody's 1,000 clients because our ticket price is much bigger. And again, if you want to go big, you better know what you're talking about at the table. So we're going to go to these people here on the SBA with substance so they can help us proceed forward. Now, federal contracting, as I said, if you want to talk about certifications and all of that, it's right here. Again, ain't hiding from me. All of your certification information is right there. Once you get stuck on certain steps, if it's in the beginning, the basic processes, don't you go pay nobody. Just schedule a call with these people. It is the script. The same scripts I got on YouTube, that's what SBA going to tell you. Matter of fact, they'll probably tell you less than what I told you on YouTube because they don't know how to run a business. All right? They just know how to run the script, which I'm not knocking them. I'm just telling you it is what it is. Funding, once again, there's opportunities right here to find out about all types of fundings. You ain't got to complain about you ain't got no money. It's money out here for everybody. If you need bonding opportunities are right here. Grant opportunities are located on the SBA.gov. Any type of stuff that we got going on, if there's natural disasters, hurricanes, or anything of that nature, you should be going to the SBA.gov. Every single business should have taken advantage of the vid things that was going on. I can't say the word here on YouTube and other platforms, you know what I'm saying, because they be monitoring what we say. So I got to watch myself sometimes. Although I'm not trying to sell nothing or do nothing, I'm just telling you about what's right here. I can't say the words because it's bots watching. They don't know what I'm saying. But anyways, anytime stuff is happening, again, you want to pay attention to the SBA. And there's a lot of things that go on once you start doing business, even in government contracting. There's going to be hiccups that come in the way, right? You got to understand that the government is just people. So people don't always know what to do. So there may be payment issues that go on as you get involved with government contracting. And you want to have easy, quick access to the SBA to help solve these problems, right? Again, the SBA has been paid by the government to support us, okay? They're like our partners. They don't work for us, okay? They are our partners that have already been paid to partner. There's certain things they can and can't do, but by all means, they have the loudest voice in government. Nobody has a stronger voice than the SBA. If the SBA wants to flex their muscle on anybody, oh my God, you should be scared, okay? This is why I'm telling you, you want to be friends with the SBA because you need that muscle. It ain't that. Listen, it ain't nothing like walking up to a club or talking trash to people, and you know you got muscle behind you, security behind you. That's how all the little gangsters on the internet be talking right now. You know, all these little entertainers and stuff, because they know they got muscle behind them, security teams or whatnot. Anybody can talk when they know they got support like that. So this is why we want our security team. This is your security team. The SBA will hold you down if you know how to use them right. And most people don't know how to use them right. And what I'm telling you today is you do not have to become a master at using the SBA correctly. You just got to get started. That's it. And the best way to get started is come with substance. Or if you want to get started with the script, by all means do that. Now, there is something else I wanted to show you guys here on SBA for my people who are looking to do exports, okay, work in other countries. Again, the SBA can hold you down. There's information right there for getting you rolling. Ain't got to guess. And the last thing I wanted to show you guys about on the SBA, let me see if I can find it. I've got a lot of money off of here, man. It's been so long since I came up here and did this. One of my students, when I first got started teaching people about government contracting, he caught me in the middle when I was doing the auctions. So the government is, I guess I would probably say that they're the largest. They do the most seizures in the world, right? So you got to think about the stuff that's about to get hit. So what do I mean by this? The PPP loans, EIDL, all of that stuff. Individuals spent money. This was our taxpaying money. They were robbing the government. So the government's about to come back, okay, and collect. You guys have already seen, they've already started the process of collecting. And see, the problem is that most people say the government's not that smart. They weren't scared of them, and they're correct. The government is not that smart. That is true. The government is not smart enough to catch people doing fraud. 100% facts. But they're so dumb that they set the fraudsters up because they give it out so easily. Just to pay me to pay you, but it happened to be at this time like Lockheed Martin, KPMG, I believe Booz Allen got a piece of this too. They just happened to pay a contractor who is smart to go collect that money. They know how to find smart people, just like how I tell you guys to run your business. The government does the same thing. The government knows how to go find smart contractors that know how to fix their stupid mistakes. And since that happens, the contractors are going to come to them and say, hey, here's the 52 idiots that took advantage of you. And then all of a sudden the government goes, well, we know how to go collect. And that's something that the government damn sure know how to do is collect. So you can now come here. Let me see if I can find the exact links here at the SBA, and you can find all their collection sites. You hear me now? Yes, sir. Okay. Let me see. Manage your business. No, grow your business. I don't want to go there. Let me go down here to the bottom. I'm trying to remember where I used to find the auction sites on the SBA. I mean, I could type them into Google as well, and they'll pop up. But I was trying to show you guys here on the SBA. They used to be here. I know they're somewhere on the SBA. Ain't like they just let them go. Matter of fact, auction. I'll just type it in. No, that's not where I want to be. All right. Well, I can't find it on the exact SBA. I'll need to make another site, but let's just type in government auctions. So I need you guys to start to think about it like this. Okay. So the, IRS is going to be collecting off PPP stuff. That's one. Okay. So I'm giving you guys, companies or reasons why you should be looking, or areas that you should be looking in. All right. So you got the IRS that's about to come and collect for that. This is going to include cars, jewelry, houses, without a doubt. Maybe some clothes and shoes, but it ain't really, they can't make the money off of that. So with the cars, jewelry, and houses, though, they're also not in the business of real estate. They're not in the business of jewelers, and they're not in the business of car dealers. Okay? They're just in the business of money. And they just want their money back. That's it. So you have an opportunity here. This is why I'm telling you guys about this, is because you have an opportunity to get a lot of stuff, okay, for the low. It's going to be hitting. See, people are getting ready to cry about what's about to happen here in America. I'm telling you, don't cry about it. It ain't my fault you over leveraged. I'm not here to be the savior of all black folk or all minorities. Instead, I'm trying to talk to my minorities who are becoming financially responsible. My minorities who are striving to do better for themselves, my minorities who are reading and executing. I'm talking to them. I'm trying to tell y'all, hey, there's something real smart. I need y'all to read up on this and think about this as y'all are constructing your future for the non-smart folks who keep over leveraging their money all the time, eating it away, getting new cars and new houses, too much house and too much car because they got to put the big block engine in it and they got to put the TVs. I used to be that. Y'all can go back and look. I had the Crown Vic on 22s with 4 TVs in it. I went through 6 sound systems. I put more money in the car than the damn car cost. And I didn't stop there. I got a Cadillac Escalade, put 28s on it, put TVs in the sound systems. Oh, I had this real nice security system, put more money into the car than the damn car cost. And it finally dawned on me, Travis, this is stupid. You know what I'm saying? This is extremely dumb. That money that I was sinking into these vehicles, I could have bought the house from the fool who was doing the activities that I was doing. Yeah. So I'm trying to tell you guys, prepare yourselves for the fools because they are coming. You know what I'm saying? We going to get these houses on foreclosures and it ain't our fault. Here's the kicker. If you don't get that house on the foreclosure, I want you guys to hear what I'm telling you. If you do not pick up the fool's house on a foreclosure, somebody else is. You know what I'm saying? It ain't going to stop because you talking about what you don't want to do. Like the process of moving money is going to happen with or without you. I just prefer that you're there. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to be ready for it. People have over leveraged in houses. They just thought that they was the best goddamn gurus of real estate. My investors are going to be over leveraged too deep in housing. My people who got a new job before the pandemic made a little bit more money and listened to everybody who said get a house. And hey, a real estate agent will always put you in something that you can't afford because they're not in the business of monitoring your money. They looked at the paperwork, said you could afford it. They don't know about all your extra bills that you've created. They put you in too much house. You didn't know it and they damn sure didn't know it. It was a payday. I ain't knocking a real estate agent. It ain't their job to be stewards of your money. You know what I'm saying? So the real estate agent put people in houses that they over leverage, and you know the car salesman damn sure sold you that BMW. They figured out a way to put you in that car. Like they will work with you for 3 weeks, 3 months to get you in the car that you wanted, knowing that you wasn't supposed to be in that car. And they actually know that you ain't supposed to be in that car. But hey, we got a lot of fools to do it. So what I'm telling you is we're going to capitalize. We're going to do it by looking at these auctions. Okay. I just told you guys the PPP. That's one. Drug dealers will always be here. You know what I'm saying? The drug dealers are never going anywhere. It only gets worse. And they always getting hit. So you got an opportunity to purchase all the drug dealers and stuff. Guys, don't forget, people be buying boats too. Yeah, I know you may want a boat. Well, you can get a boat on an auction. You can get land on an auction. How do you get land on auctions? Well, the government's not in the business of real estate. So they may go lease some space out for 10 years and then pack up shop and roll out. And the landowner doesn't know what the hell to do because they've had the government locked in for the last 10 years and they fell asleep. And they've been over leveraging money. So they about to lose everything. I'm telling you, it's happened. Farms, farming equipment. I can just go down the list. But anyways, GSAauctions.gov. Oh my God. Do you mean they have a whole website? Yeah, they got a whole website. GSAauctions.gov. Oh my God, what do you see at the top? All categories, real estate, offline sales. I mean, it's all right here. Again, they're not trying to hide it from you. Now, this is a site. This ain't the only site. We're going to go look at a few more real quick. But all of a sudden, you now, if you can think outside of the box a little bit, you could probably get yourself some equipment for the low and then pimp it. And now you take all that extra money that I told you not to just, blow away, eating it up, buying bottles. Oh, you got to get Christmas gifts. Christmas is only a couple days away, and you got to make sure that you big dog in the family and flex all them gifts. I'm just telling you, for 1 year, just don't be big dog. Take all that shit back that you done got. Go get the receipts, pull them out, take all the stuff back, tell everybody in the family this year, I ain't getting no gifts. It's called a sacrifice. Yeah, see, that's what you need to be praying for. You need to be praying to the man upstairs that you're making the correct steps, the sacrifice. Okay. And that I'm making a sacrifice so I can go get me a speedboat because people like buying boats in the summertime and I can rent it out. I'm pimping it. Right. These are ways that you can start generating yourselves revenue. All these people talking about new streams of revenue, and then they want you to buy their fancy new boat. Nah, we don't do that. We are stewards of our money. We're going to be smart. This is how you be smart. Now, let me show you guys some other sites. Again, that's just the GSA auction. Again, they got real estate here too. I mean, anything that you could think of, chances are the government's selling that too. They ain't just buying it. They're selling it too because they've already purchased it and they don't want it. They're not fans of owning stuff. All right. USA.gov, I believe we could come here. Yeah. So if you come to USA.gov/auctions-and-sales, or you can just go to Google and put that bad boy in how you guys see me do that. As you can see, they have different sites right here. So if you wanted to get into motor vehicles, cars, trucks, or whatnot, they're taking you to the GSA auctions. I know they got something Apple towing. I'm pretty sure it should be here. Your border patrol. Okay. That's actually what a lot of Apple towing does. I wouldn't be surprised if it takes me to Apple towing. But you can go there. Again, here's another one, Apple Towing. I've purchased stuff from them before. That's how I already know about them. But Apple Towing is connected with the government. All right, as you guys can see right there. Okay, you can get tons of vehicles with Apple Towing. I mean, they be towing bikes. They do a lot of DEA drug busts. I mean, you name it, they got it, right? And they have been killing the government industry for a very long time, man. They may have one of the best deals that I've ever seen. Another thing, again, jewelry, all of this stuff you can find right here. When it comes to real estate, again, you can take a look at all of these different real estate departments to see what type of sales they got going on. HUD has their own sales. When I say government, okay, it's not just one organization. These organizations have their own sales, like the Marshal. Okay, that's the United States Marshals. You have to understand their jobs, right? They're going to be seizing things from all around the world. They're usually dealing with crimes, okay? And when you have a crime, it's gone. Your state auctions, they're right here too. You can take a look at your state auctions. I personally like federal. I've never actually looked at states, honestly, but it's all right here. It's not hiding from you. And that's what I wanted to show you guys today. Jewelry. Y'all want to buy y'all ladies? I told you my client, I think he paid like $800 for a $28,000 jewelry piece for his wife here at auctions. All right. All you got to do is check it out once again. USA.gov/auctions-and-sales will get you to that site of surplus. Also, remember the words. We said auction, but surplus, okay? That's a word that the government likes to use to sell things. Surplus. Sometimes you can't use your own words. You need to use the words that the government uses. Some places use auction. Some places use surplus. You need to use both when involved with researching. The Treasury Department. Oh, man, the Treasury Department, they be having some good auctions. Okay? You can go check them out. They got aircraft, all types of stuff. Man, I'm telling you, I love me some Treasury Department auctions. But anyways, you can go right there, have some fun. See what type of auctions is out there. See what type of deals you could come up with. Play around and make yourself some good coins right now. But again, I'm going to remind y'all, we ain't going to complain about the crash of the economy coming because we already know it. You know what I'm saying? What is there to complain about when you already know something's about to happen? But what are we about to do? We about to get paid. You know what I'm saying? That is what it's about to me. Get paid and escalate. I'm going to hop here to some of these questions that I've seen come in and pop in here once again while we're going through this. Make sure you guys are liking, subscribing, telling somebody else about the channel while we are here. I do appreciate all of you guys, whether you're here on YouTube, Facebook, Clubhouse, Twitter. I truly do appreciate the support. Once again, before we dive into the questions, my apologies here. If you have any questions for me, I need you to go to www.travisknows.com. Okay. And when I say questions for me, if you didn't want to ask them while I'm on live, well, then the only other place that I'm about to answer questions is in my consultation calls. And yes, it does cost. So your opportunity to get free stuff done is when I'm on live. I don't know. Nobody controls me at going live. I done heard that already before, so let me nip that in the butt. Just because I said I'm going live at 2 o'clock on Thursdays don't mean that I have to, okay? So I just want to make that statement known right now. Once again, turn the bells on all of my social media channels so you can get alerted when I go live. That is the easiest solution. Every single social media channel, turn the alert on, and you'll get notified when I'm going live. And how do you get to the social media channels? Well, www.travisknows.com. You can come scroll down here to the bottom, and every single social media channel that I do have is sitting right here. So you can turn the bells on, reminders, alerts, whatever function that they got over there so you can get updated. You want to do that. If you need funding, it's right here. Later Financial Group, not me. Later Financial Group. This is not my company. I have nothing to do with them. I'm not, they don't pay me. I have nothing associated to them. No partnerships, no agreements. Like, they handle money. So you can click the link right there. I just made it easy for you to access it. They helped me access it, so I wanted to share them with you. So again, you click the link, follow their information, schedule a call. They'll help get you funding. If, God forbid, for some reason, they can't get you funding, well, if you are in my program, I'm not just doing it for strangers, right? Because I will slap you if you don't give me my money back. I'm not like the banks. I'm going to get the stuff and slap you too. But I need you in my program first, and then I can help you out with funding if needed. And the reason why I want you guys to go through places like this first is because you need to be a part of organizations that have money, that this is what they do. And this is a company, again, outside of the SBA. By all means, I showed you guys the SBA. You can go that route too. But if you need a company with funding, by all means, they are there to assist you. Any tools that I've used, including how I'm streaming and all this stuff, we're going to continue to grow this list, but you could go click on the tools from QuickBooks to how I build my websites, the whole nine. Everything is sitting right here on the tools. Once again, if you need a call, here is your consultation call. It is $97 for 30 minutes. We don't have the one-on-one mentorship open at this moment. If you want to find out about marketing, you can go to puremoney.club or travisknows.com and it'll bring you right here. I have 10-minute videos. It's cheaper than Netflix, okay? But I'm guaranteed to teach you how to make more money than Netflix ever will. So get started today. I believe it's $24 a month. We'll get you rolling with that. Our next government contracting challenge will start January the 9th. For $297, you can get access to this program 7 days straight. I'm going to teach you everything that you need to know about government contracting. All you need to do is my thing, not your thing, in these 7 days, and you will be in place to position yourself to win a government contract. Once again, that is starting January 9th. Most importantly, when you tell somebody else about it after you get registered, you can earn $100 for every person that you sign up. So get registered today and start signing some people up. My 1-year government contracting course is available, puremoneygovcon.com. We are in it for a year. The price does go up $100 per 5 people that purchase. So make sure that you're jumping in now before that price does go up again. And last but not least, if you want to know more information, if you're wondering how we could help you, if you want to know some goodies, some freebies that we have available for you. But most importantly, if you would like to give some input, some content suggestions as well, there's a tab here that we're asking. Give us what you guys want to hear about so we can make sure that we're creating the things that can help you proceed forward. But if you'd like to take our assessment to find out where you are in government contracting and how we can help you, it can all be done at govconcheatcodes.com, as well as I got some freebies here for you to take advantage of as well. So once again, that is govconcheatcodes.com right there. Take advantage of it so you can excel in government contracting today, not tomorrow. All right. So let me get back to this main screen here so I can answer some of these questions that came in. 5:30. I'm out of here, guys. Just FYI, if I don't get to your question, my apologies, but I got to go get some things done. Let me change my screen. Also, I got a lot of gadgets going on here, man. We're trying to make this show even better. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm going to put this call out here. Now, I'm looking to build a team. I am looking to build a team. But here's the kicker. I'm not going to pay you. Yep. I've been paying too many people to do things, and I can't get the results. So what I'm going to be looking for is to build a team. And here's what I realized. You could get a lot of things done a whole lot faster with teamwork, right? Including generating revenue. So, as I look at the top performers out here in this world, you have the main act and the supporting crew. Somebody got to do the talking, and somebody got to do the stuff in the background. And when it all comes together as one, the money just comes in and everybody gets paid out. And that's how I'm trying to get this bad boy rolling. I'm trying to put together a team that can understand. Now, I know how to do all this stuff. This is the problem, right? I know how to market. I know how to reach out to people and all this stuff. I need to put together a team that can help me do the marketing for just getting. I need you to help me get me out there so I can help me get all of us more money. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to do. We need more speaking engagements. So I need people that's going to jump out there and reach out to people, okay, to get me on podcasts, to get me on stages so I can sell more of our memberships, build this community up bigger. And again, the team is all going to get paid for this stuff. This is how I'm trying to do it. I need a team who knows about getting businesses registered in the government system, and they got their processes and procedures together, because I need to add you into what I got going on here. So as people come into the program, I can just hand them off to you to get registered into the systems. I need a team out here who knows how to run the social media and things of that nature, so we can, well, not just social media, do the emails, the social media, who knows how to connect the conversions and the ads, so I can stop doing all of this stuff and I can focus on talking. And with the team put all together, we could all just make a lot of money fast. And trust me, I ain't never had a problem paying out people. I love paying people, but I damn sure don't like to pay people and you don't produce. So I'm trying to put together a team that can produce and we all get paid together. So again, if you know that you can bring value to me, I don't know what you're going to bring to me. Do not ask me how you can help me, because I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Pay attention to everything that I got going on. This is the research that I'm telling you guys to do with the government. You can do the same thing with me. Research what I'm doing and you tell me how you can help me. And then I'm going to hold you to it. And if you can help me, we're going to make a lot of money together. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not paying you nothing up front. I'm just letting you guys know that right now. So with that said, let's get to these questions here. I just had to get that out right there. I don't know who it's going to be, but I always say, if you don't ask, then can't nobody help you. So that is my ask from everybody. If you want to help me out, send me an email, info@officialtravisdavis.com. We ain't got to do too much talking about it. It's real simple. What is your skills and how are you going to help this government contracting thing that I'm putting together here? We're going to be doing live events too, so you can help out with that. You know what I'm saying? If you can help run the Facebook groups that I got. I mean, I got so much stuff going on that it's more than enough opportunity for you to get yourself put out there for your services. All right? But anyways, let's dive here into these questions here. Cole, what's happening with you? Thanks for being here. New to the channel, low key, how you doing? Can I start my whole process over for registering in Sam? New to the channel, low key, how you doing? Yeah, you can. Sam can always be updated for what you need to put in there. You're more than welcome to start a whole new business from scratch in Sam. Sam don't care. You know what I'm saying? Sam allow you to do whatever you want to do. You just got to do it their way. So yeah, you can have multiple businesses in there. Or you can go back and change the business that you already put in there. No matter how you put it in there, you can go back and make changes. Sean, thanks for being here. Pleasure. Galaxy, I see Galaxy, electricity. Coincidence, 2 and 2. Ashley, thanks for being here as well. Charles, Travis, do you do business with DLA? If so, how do you communicate with your vendors on proper DLA packaging? Do they know, or do you have to educate them? I have not done direct business with the DLA. How do you communicate with vendors on the proper DLA packaging? Do they know? I guess you're talking about selling products to the DLA. And how do you get the vendor to get those products packaged properly? Yeah, you got to educate them. And if they're willing to take on your education and do it, great. If not, ain't nothing you can do about it. Well, there is something that you can do about it. You can have the product sent to you, and then you can repackage everything. Just make sure you include all that in your pricing. Whatever that cost is that has to operate for you to get the packaging done correctly, then you need to add that onto your pricing and submit the bid with that added fee on top of it. You're not going to put it on its own line item. Like, that is the cost of shipping altogether. Okay. And you put it out there. If you don't win, then that just means your process sucks. Like, you can't do what you just did right there because you're not buying at its best form. So you have to go back to the drawing table and figure out, how do I buy better? But you can't force a vendor to do anything that they don't want to do. That's the downside about this stuff. But you do have to follow what the government told you to do. That's the kicker. But by all means, you are definitely going to have to make sure that they are packaging that stuff up right, especially if your name is on it, right? Remember that. The subcontractor don't get hit for sending stuff packaged incorrectly. You do. Although it wasn't you, the government don't care. I told you, nobody cares about your sob story. You signed up to say that you was doing it. You made the mistake by making sure it didn't get packaged correctly. So again, if you need to get it sent to you to confirm it, I would go that route to have the package sent to you instead of trusting somebody else with my livelihood. If the government requires that you use a particular system outside of traditional invoicing when they provide training on the system to be utilized, I don't know what systems that the government will possibly require you to do that on. If you're talking about like the WAIF system, that is not a system outside of the traditional norms. That is the traditional system. It just ain't normal to you, but it's very normal to the government. And that's what I always remind people. You need to get on the government speed, not your speed. All right. So if this is what the government utilizes, then if it's new to you, and it seems scary, you're going to have to use it because that's how they've been paying out for the last 50 years. Again, adapt to it or don't do it at all. But by all means, you're going to have to listen to whatever way that the government tells you to build them, or you don't get paid. Been watching your YouTube videos. Great info. We'll buy your course soon. I bought another course and working on the strategies now. Yeah, kudos. Appreciate you being here. Hopefully that course works out for you. Mentors in a book. Come on, man. You know how it is. You ever use Unison Marketplace? Yes, I have. It's just another easy way to get government contracts. But remember, majority, if not all of your Unison Marketplace deals are coming out on sam.gov too. If you click the link, it'll probably take you to the sam.gov posting of the solicitation 9 times out of 10. Mitty, taking a page from your book to do help desk or IT recruiting, is this still a strategy to follow? Also, do you have a breakdown blueprint for getting help desk IT recruitments in your course? I can't remember. Contracting is contracting, and I hate that we put so many titles on everything in America because it just confuses you more. So I understand what you're saying here. I completely do. My course structure is to teach you about business and contracting. And when you realize the way that I do business, it don't matter about this title. It don't matter if you wanted to go cut people open and do surgery. My methods work for anything, right? So your blueprint, is it in my course on how to do this? Yes. It's not going to say breaking down help desk IT recruitments. It will not say that, but once again, my process works for anything. Doesn't matter what it is. And honestly, the way that I teach you guys to do business, man, I'm a staffing agency if you want to call me a staffing agency. If you want to call me a recruitment firm, I'm a recruitment firm. If you want to call me a help desk company, I'm a help desk company. If you want to call me a construction, if you want to call me an electrical company, I don't care what you call me. At the end of the day, I'm not doing the work anyway. So the blueprint is somebody else about to do this damn work. So this blueprint works for anything. That's why I'm telling you when I see the question, I get what you're saying, but I'm just a staffing company. I staff people to do help desk. I staff people to do cybersecurity. I staff people to do engineering work. I've gotten to that point that I could do all of this other stuff now, but I started at help desk. And then I realized quickly, in order to remove myself as the manager of the help desk, I needed to tell myself I'm a staffing company now, Travis. You're not a IT firm, because since I knew how to do IT, I kept trying to do IT. But since I didn't know how to become a staffing company, I had to act like I'm staffing people now. And now I just kept that process going. I just hire people at all times. And I can do anything after that. All right. 2 more questions here, and then I got to get out of here. Let's see. When going to prime contractors to put a button a seat on one of their contracts, is it best to have the employee before calling and asking if you need help to get them after talking to them? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. That's a great question right there. I would just say try them both out. You know what I'm saying? Try them both. Have an employee in the hopper and at the same time be calling people. But I ain't about to stop calling people because I ain't got no person. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm a dog with it. If I want some shit, I'm going to go get it. So if I got to fake it right now and I ain't got employees, can I get the deal done? Then I'm going to go ahead. But remember, this is kind of like prime contracting and subcontracting. People ask me all the time, how do I put the proper bid in? And I'm like, did you just say the question out loud? Listen to yourself, ask the question. How can I put a proper bid in without getting the information from my subcontractor? You can. So just like I'm saying that, how are you going to be able to pay your employee correctly and know how much money you going to make, and you don't know how much the employee about to charge you? You can guess on Google, but that don't mean that you're going to find the person that accepts that $28 an hour. All of a sudden, you done told the person you can hire somebody at this rate, and it's costing you $32 an hour. You just lost money, or you about to burn your reputation. But one of them about to get hit, all because you didn't do business correctly. You was hustling, trying to chase money instead of following the methods, becoming precise at this thing. One last question. I got to get out of here. All right. Trying to see if it's somebody who hasn't asked the question before. All right. Shay Lee. How do you accept payments from government agencies, or does it differ per contract and agency? It will differ per contract, per agency, also per type of deal. You can get a micro purchase type deal, which is like a credit card spend. You can process that through QuickBooks. You could get a bigger service-based contract like myself with the Army, and you got to process that through the WAIF system. All of these agencies could have different systems that you have to process your invoicing through. All right. Local and state government may be a little bit more lenient. You may just need to send them an invoice in the email. They sign off on it just like that. But by all means, it will tell you in the solicitation how they are processing your payment. And that's the only thing that matters. It don't matter what I just told you about the different ways of processing payment. If your solicitation tell you how to process that payment, that's the only thing that you should be focusing on and nothing else. All right. So again, guys, drop a fire emoji down there in the comments if you guys got value out of today. Once again, this is the only way that I know whether or not I provided value to you all. Sorry, I got to get up out of here. I see more questions are coming in. I don't have time today. We will be back here. I don't know. I'm not even going to lie to you. I don't know when I'm going to be back live. I do got new equipment. The schedule how I used to go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, whatever on all these different platforms, that schedule is about to change drastically because I got this software and it's streaming every damn where. So I probably will be going live more often on all the platforms. I don't know which platform I will be on. That's why I told you to go to travisknows.com, turn on the bells, turn on the alerts, the notifications, tell the people that you know about to make sure they put on the alerts and the notifications because I will be here more often, but I ain't going to have no timetable to it. I may pop up at noon. I may pop up at 2 a.m. I don't know, but make sure that you are turning on that bell so you can get alerted when I do pop up. That is the kicker right there. Outside of that, guys, I love you all. The next 7-day challenge starts January the 9th. January the 9th is the next 7-day challenge. So make sure you guys are diving into that. That's all that I got for you guys. I love you all. Once again, shout outs to my man Trey for our Pure Money song. Get into our Facebook group too. If you ain't been in our Facebook group, you need to hop into the Facebook group. Pure Money Legacy. That can be found too at www.travisknows. But hey, shout outs again to my man Trey for the Pure Money song. When this song goes off, we will be closing down the call. Don't forget, network inside of this chat. Let us know who you are, where you from. And I forgot to tell y'all to drop this in the chat. I am a millionaire. I need to hear it. Put it in the chat. I am a millionaire. You got to believe it 10 times more than I do because, hey, this is you. They got to make this happen. I'm already good. You know what I'm saying? But you type it, that means that you got to do it. So make sure you type in that chat. I am a millionaire. I see the billionaire, brother. I see it. I love it. Keep them coming in. I love you all once again. Stay safe out here this weekend.
Squad on the same thing. Steady swishing on the competition. Swish. We ain't tripping about the opposition. We on a mission and we got a vision. People in need, we believe we got a lot. I give a couple in the bag, homie, I ain't gotta brag. Even when the hater try to doubt me, I just got another contract. Watch the dollars follow back. Let me tell you one thing about me. I said I like my money pure. I like my money pure. Okay, I like my money pure. I said I like my money pure. Oh no, I like my money pure. The bag is secure. I like my money pure. I like my money pure. I like my money. Been slept on, money never stepped on. We increasing positivity until the stress gone. Satan tried to hold the squad back, but we kept on. We ain't making this up, no rev long. I ain't trying to make you blush, but this a highlight. We send the high vibes, homie, this a high life. We rising far above the game, that's a flyby. But we still connected to the source, that's that Wi-Fi. Reception, now we answer the call. This squad taking questions and we answer them all. We don't wanna see you fall, we wanna see you ball. We all gon' eat with the peeps, we gon' feed them all. Couple in the bag, homie, I ain't gotta brag. Even when the hater try to doubt me, I just got another contract. Watch the dollars follow back. Let me tell you one thing about me. I said I like my money pure. I like my money pure. Okay, I like my money pure. I said I like my money pure. Oh no, I like my money pure.